Alexander the Great, a hero of history. Alexander the Great was one of the most famous leaders in world history. He was a great king, a brave warrior, and a smart military commander. He was born in 356 BC in a place called Macedonia, which is in modern-day Greece. His father was King Philip II, and his mother was Queen Olympias. From a young age, Alexander showed signs of greatness. Early life. Alexander grew up in a royal palace and had the best teachers. One of his teachers was the great philosopher Aristotle. Aristotle taught Alexander many subjects, including science, philosophy, and politics. Alexander loved learning and always asked many questions. Even as a boy, Alexander was brave and strong. When he was only 12 years old, he tamed a wild horse named Bucephalus. No one else could ride the horse, but Alexander did it. This impressed his father and everyone around him. Alexander and Bucephalus became close friends, and the horse stayed with him for most of his life. Becoming a king. When Alexander was 20 years old, his father, King Philip, was killed. After Philip's death, Alexander became the king of Macedonia. Many people thought he was too young to be a king, but Alexander quickly proved them wrong. He took control and stopped all rebellions. He wanted to follow his father's dream of conquering the Persian Empire. Conquering the world. Alexander was a brilliant general. He led his army across many lands and won every battle. He had a strong army, and he treated his soldiers with respect. This made them loyal to him. His most famous battles include the Battle of Granicus, Alexander's first big fight against the Persians. He won this battle easily. The Battle of Issus, Alexander defeated a much larger army led by Persian King Darius III. The Battle of Gaugamela, this was the final major battle where Alexander destroyed the Persian army and became the new ruler of Persia. After taking over Persia, Alexander continued to explore and conquer. He went to Egypt, where people welcomed him. They made him a pharaoh, and he built a city called Alexandria. This city became very famous and is still important today. Alexander wanted to go even further. He led his army to India and fought a tough battle against King Porus. Even though the Indian army had elephants, Alexander won the battle. He respected King Porus and let him stay as a ruler. A new kind of king. Alexander was not just a conqueror. He also wanted to bring people together. He respected the cultures and religions of the lands he conquered. He married a Persian princess and told his soldiers to marry local women. He wanted to create one big empire where everyone lived in peace. He also started many new cities, most of them called Alexandria. These cities had schools, libraries, and markets. People from different places came to live there. This helped spread Greek ideas, language, and science across the world. Death of Alexander in 323 BC. Alexander became very sick in the city of Babylon. After a few days, he died. He was only 32 years old. His sudden death shocked everyone. Some say he died from a fever, while others think he was poisoned. No one knows for sure. After his death, his empire fell apart. His generals fought each other, and the empire was divided. But Alexander's name lived on. People remembered him as a hero and a legend. Why is he called the Great? Alexander is called the Great because of his amazing achievements. He never lost a battle. He created one of the largest empires in history. He spread Greek culture across 3 continents. He respected other cultures and tried to unite people. He inspired leaders for thousands of years. Even today, people study his life to learn about leadership, war, and history. His name is found in books, movies, and stories all around the world. Lessons from his life. Alexander's life teaches us many lessons. Believe in yourself. Even as a young man, Alexander believed he could do great things. Be brave. He was always in front of his army, fighting with them. Respect others. He treated people from different lands with respect. Learn always. He loved learning and used his knowledge to become a better leader. Think big. He had big dreams and worked hard to make them real. Conclusion. Alexander the Great was more than just a king. He was a dreamer, a warrior, and a builder of nations. Though his life was short, his impact was huge. He changed the world in many ways, and his story continues to inspire people today. That is why we still remember him as Alexander the Great.